Alright, so here I will just show you real quick how to do the most optimal talents for leveling as a hunter. Um, this is all my preference. Keep in mind I'm dual leveling with a druid. So the way I like it is that I put 1 point into improved aspect of the hog. Um, you could put 5% into it, but I don't think that's very optimal. I think just 1% will proc enough to be viable. It's gonna be useful to have this all the way to level 60. Then you go straight into endurance training. You go 4 points into it, and you will put 1 point to it later. So you just wait with that. Um, it's just a good base health for your pet. Then you go into improve revive pet. A lot of people would say this is probably not the most optimal talent, but you will get use out of this in elite quests or like just tough quests your pet will die in. Especially when you're playing a duo, this can be even better. Um, Maybe not the most optimal with druid because druid can heal your pet, but still your pet will die at some point. Um, you just revive it fast. It's mana efficient. You get an additional 30% health on your pet when it's revived. So I like to put this on, and then I go 3 points into thick hide to get just a stronger pet, and it's like the better one of all the other options. So you get 30% armor rating, pretty good, pretty good. Here you have some options. Most people would gravitate towards getting pathfinding because you now have aspect of the cheetah, movement, really good movement speed when you don't have a mount. But I'm dual leveling with a druid, so I can just wait a little bit with this because his cat form is just as fast as my non-buffed pathfinding or my non-buffed aspect of the cheetah. So I just go bestial swiftness, and my pet will have an increased 30% speed outdoor. This will be good for tagging mobs. Like if you're skinning, maybe you can skin your pet will go fast to the. You can like put aggro on a pet that's pretty far away or something. It will go lightning fast towards the target. Uh, then I like to go 2 points into pathfinding because later my druid partner will get travel form, which is fast. So this extra increased 6% is really good. Then I go into Unleashed Fury for the extra damage by my pet with 2 points, and then I go 5 points into Ferocity, and then I get my Intimidation. You could actually just go 2 points into Ferocity. Actually, that might as well be viable, and then go 5% into Unleashed Fury. Actually, that might be better. And then you get the big boy stun, intimidation. This is a must-have. And then you finish off ferocity. Then we go all the way back up to endurance training for the 1 point, and we unlock frenzy, which is just an insane talent. Gets so much attack speed and crits when you get this. 5 points all the way, and unlock bestial wrath. When you have bestial wrath, you're pretty much done in beast mastery talent, and you will go to marksman. In marksman, depending on how much PP you're gonna have, you either go improved concussive shot for the stun, so you'll either go 5 points in here, but if you're like ahead of the pack and there's not that many players and you don't get PvP, and even like for me, I'm playing in a duo, I don't really need this. I'd rather have efficiency for the extra reduced mana cost on my shots and sting, which I'm using all the time. So I probably would choose efficiency, but both are really viable. Both are insanely good. For PvP, I 100% concussive shot. But then I go into lethal shots with 5 points, unlock the aim shot, and of course you get the aim shot, just a huge damage. And then I like to go into Hawkeye with 3 points. Hawkeye just gives me more range. Range is nice to have. It's just good base range, like good for PvP, PvE. Then to unlock mortal shots, I have to either put a point into imp, concussive shot, but I think just improved Hunter's Mark is better. And then you just finish off with 5 points into mortal shots. So that's the way I built my hunter leveling spec talents. You can do it slightly different, you know, depending on who you're playing with, or if you're solo leveling, you can change a bit. But that's about it.